Hi everyone, my name is Nemero. You probably know me from all the streams and you know the stuff. And I'm here in Canada, Ontario, in a small town called Glen Cairn, right, with professional truck driver Daniel. Daniel, please can you introduce yourself a little bit?
Yeah, so I'm Daniel Eichhorn. I'm 33 years old, and I'm an American truck driver.
Cool, cool. But have you always been an American truck driver, like the professional one, or how your journey to this profession begins or happened?
Well, I used to be a pilot car driver, so an escort with oversized loads that you guys have in the game. I discovered a person we all probably know, Squirrel, playing ETS2 videos on YouTube. I fell in love with it. I watched all of his videos from start to finish, and then came home, bought a computer, bought ETS2, and when American Truck Simulator came out, I bought American Truck Simulator, bought a wheel, bought the pedals, bought the shifter, and realized I just spent thousands of dollars to play ATS. Why don't I just get my license and become a real truck driver? So I've been driving truck for about 5.5 years now and haven't looked back.
So could you like say like you know the American Truck Simulator and Euro Truck Simulator 2 games like really helped you find a passion with trucks and your like hunger to become a professional truck driver?
They absolutely did. My father's been a truck driver my whole life, and I never really put a lot of thought into becoming a truck driver until I played, especially American Truck Simulator, when it was, again, the trucks I'm used to, the trucks I'm familiar with, the places I'm familiar with. That was when I decided, like, this is what I want to do with my life. This is something that I can enjoy, and this is what I've been doing. I love it.
Awesome, awesome. And so you are like a professional truck driver here in Canada, and you also like been driving around the US as well, right? So for a few years already. So how would you like wrap it up? How do you feel about this profession, or do you still like it? Is it still like something that satisfies you?
I love this profession. It's very difficult. There's a lot of challenges, a lot of mental challenges. Trucking kind of feels like an easy job sometimes. You're not moving much, but there's a lot of mental and emotional stress. That being said, I don't think I could do anything else. I love what I do. I love the people and places I get to meet, the things I get to see, and I still just love driving big trucks.
Okay, that's so cool. That's so cool. And also one of the reasons that we came here into Canada was not just to meet with you guys and not just the Truck World Canada show, but also one of the main reasons was that you managed for us or arranged for us like 3 different trucks like for sounds recording. Can you like tell at least something for all of those 3 beautiful tracks we've been recording with you during the past few days, please?
Sure. So the first truck we worked on was a Peterbilt 367, which had a 500 horsepower Cummins X15. It's my normal work truck. It's what I use every day. Kind of a big, gross, ugly little truck, but it does the job. The second truck we worked on was a Peterbilt 357, the older generation of the 367. It was a very old truck, very rattly and rusty, but it had a nice C15 Caterpillar motor in it, so lots of good sound effects. And the final truck was the truck today, which is a Peterbilt 389. This is a 510 horsepower PACCAR MX-13. This used to be my truck and my dream truck, and it is definitely kind of an ultimate highway truck, I think.
Perfect. I can say that this one behind us is really something special, and I can tell that you would be able to like eat from the ground in it, how clean it is, right? And there is some certain rules like you and your father like put in place, right, in the cabin. Can you tell us about what one can or has to do before entering your office?
So the single most important rule is no shoes. We both my dad and I got used to driving a truck without shoes on. Literally just because you're tracking dirt and mud into the truck, and even if you have like we've got the rubber floor mats, but the gravel, dust, dirt, it starts to vibrate from the truck moving. It'll get onto the carpet. The truck has a carpet floor. So basically climb in the truck, take your shoes off before you step inside, put the shoes on a little baked cookie pan right at the door, and then you're good to go. And just keep your socks on, and don't, we don't want to smell your stinky feet, but no shoes. That's the only rule.
Okay, perfect. That's beautiful. I'm gonna apply that for my personal car once I'm getting back as well, because that totally makes sense. In terms of because I would like to ask you if you have some beginners suggestions for all those who may be wondering that they would love to become professional truck driver as well. Would you like to suggest them something that you wish you would know before you applied for your test or whatever?
Probably the biggest one is don't try to own a truck too fast. I think a lot of people, myself included, playing ATS, we start buying trucks. We start buying trucks for our employees. Truck ownership is very hard. There's a lot of business management that, there's a lot of money management. I wish I'd spent more time as a truck driver before I became a truck owner. But beyond that, just make sure that the lifestyle is something you're ready for. Try to find a way to try it before you buy it almost. If you can work somewhere that will train you, put you in a truck, maybe have you only have a 6-month commitment sort of thing, then that way if you decide it's not for you, it's not for you. But if you love it like I did, then that steps you off into a career that hopefully you'll enjoy forever.
Okay, cool, thanks. And because we've been driving around with you, or more like behind your trucks you arranged for us for a couple of days and hours, we've seen a lot of traffic as well. You as a professional truck driver, you surely have a lot of almost shocking experience with other drivers. Is there anything you would like to suggest to anyone watching us who is not a truck driver but drives normal cars, of I don't know, some tips or safety measures or whatever they should follow on road when approaching a truck or overtaking it or something like that, or whatever?
Sure. The biggest one and the easiest one, most straightforward one to look at is stay away from us. It sounds rude. The closer you are to a big truck, the more danger you're in. If you're driving next to a big truck, if say a tire blows, heaven forbid, that could damage your car, the noise could scare you and you could swerve. The truck might swerve. Don't pull out in front of trucks too much. If you see a truck coming, as a car, it's always going to be so much easier if you have to come out behind the truck to pass him later than to come out in front of him and have that truck hopefully slow down for you, right? The easiest thing is do what you can do to stay as far away from the truck as possible, and that way you're in the safest place you can possibly be.
All right, thank you. And last thing, but not least, would you or do you have any message towards the community of American Truck Simulator or Euro Truck Simulator 2? We call your guys the best community ever. Is there anything you would like to say to anyone watching this video?
Keep being the best community ever. Keep supporting the game. There's so much stuff coming. There's so much stuff that these guys are working on that will really, really expand the game and really create really cool experiences. And I think that this community being as supportive as it is something really special, and is something that I really want to see continue. So just keep being the best community ever.
Absolutely. I couldn't have, or I would not be able to say that better. Daniel, once again, thank you so much.
Thank you.
And to all of you, I don't know to which camera right now should I look. There, Chenda's doing the gestures. To all of you watching us, thank you, and stay tuned, because those engine sounds we recorded are coming.